This is Brian J signing on. And well, look at this. Valentina Shevchenko to face Sijara Eubanks at UFC 230 main event. And where is Joanna? What happened to Joanna Jacek? She signed on to fight Valentina in December. Something must have happened. Something must have fallen through. And now Valentina is fighting Sijara Eubanks at UFC 230 main event. Now, first of all, this fight is not pay-per-view worthy. It's not main event worthy as far as I'm concerned. I mean, having this fight scheduled for UFC 230. I mean, they scheduled a welterweight championship fight for UFC 228 because the Valentina Nico Montano fight was not worthy of a main event for that card. But now they're making the Valentina versus Sijara Eubanks the main event for Madison Square Garden, which I think is just kind of crazy. This is going to be a one-sided fight on paper. I mean, Sijara Eubanks doesn't even have close to the experience that Valentina has to win this fight. I mean, Sijara Eubanks is very athletic and she's very smart in the octagon, but she doesn't have the experience and the all-around MMA skills to really deal with Valentina. But this fight's been made. I mean, Valentina Shevchenko is fighting for the UFC 230 main event. But I think the Dustin Poirier-Nate Diaz fight should have been for the main event for the 165-pound title fight. And Gustafsson and Yoel Romero should have also been a co-main event. But yeah, and then maybe we could have the Valentina versus Sijara Eubanks as, you know, the third fight, as the co-main event of the co-main event, you know. But whatever. This is, I'm happy that Valentina is fighting for the title again. I'm happy she's fighting again, but you know, I'm just disappointed. Like, this fight is not a great fight on paper. This is going to be a one-sided fight. So it says it right here. UFC 230 has its main event, but at the cost of another marquee fight. MMA Fighting's Mark Raimondi confirmed with sources that Valentina Shevchenko has been moved from a previously announced bout with Joanna Jacek at UFC 231 to instead face Sijara Eubanks in the main event of UFC 230 on November 3rd at Madison Square Garden in New York City. As with the Jacek booking, this would be for the vacant UFC Women's Flyweight Championship. The change was first reported by ESPN. This is the third time Shevchenko has been scheduled for a flyweight title fight this year. She's supposed to challenge then champion Nico Montano at UFC 228 December 8th, but Montano was hospitalized less than 48 hours before the fight night due to complications with a weight cut, and the bout was subsequently canceled. In the fallout, Montano, the promotion's inaugural women's champion, 125 pounds, was stripped of the belt. And it was later announced that Shevchenko would fight Jacek, the former long-reigning strawweight champion, UFC 231 in Toronto, December 8th for the vacant title. However, it appears that the decision was made to reschedule Shevchenko due to UFC 230 still needing a headliner just over a month away from the event. Lightweight stars Nate Diaz and Dustin Poirier have been openly campaigning for the headlining spot at MSG and for their fight to be for a 165-pound title, but that suggestion has not been acknowledged in any official capacity. Oh, well. And Dustin Poirier is blaming Nate Diaz for pissing off Dana White. I don't even know what that is, but the Nate Diaz-Dustin Poirier fight is certainly more worthy of being a main event. And Valentina Shevchenko is only going to have a 4-week camp for Sijara Eubanks, and Sijara is only going to have a 4-week camp fighting Valentina Shevchenko. So, I don't know. I mean, Valentina is going to have a full camp for Joanna, but now only a 4-week camp for Sijara. But, you know, the UFC really screwed up. They screwed up with Madison Square Garden. And they're just kind of, to me, they're mismanaging Valentina's career. Like, Valentina, I thought, according to her manager, Roger Allen, Valentina's going to be fighting more reliable opponents. And to me, Sijara Eubanks is not a reliable opponent. She's probably not going to make weight, or she's going to struggle to make weight, and the fight's going to get canceled. And then Valentina's going to be without an opponent. And are there any backup fighters for Valentina at 125 pounds? Are there going to be any flyweights fighting, you know, at Madison Square Garden to be a last-minute replacement for Sijara Eubanks if Sijara doesn't make weight and is going to fight Valentina? I mean, what's going to happen? I mean, this is going to keep happening again and again to Valentina, where opponents are going to keep pulling out, you know. So, I don't know. I guess Roger Allen, Valentina didn't have much of a choice but to take this fight because, but the UFC is just screwing up. I mean, they had so many opportunities to make MSG a great card, a great main event, great 3 fights, you know, just like the last 2 years. But I feel like they're messing up now. And As for Eubanks, this will mark her shot at redemption. She was initially meant to compete in the first ever UFC Women's Flyweight title fight after competing on season 26 of The Ultimate Fighter. Eubanks and Montana made their way through a 16-woman tournament to earn their spots in the finals to crown 125-pound women's champion on December 1st, 2017, but Eubanks was unable to make weight for the contest, and she was replaced by veteran Roxanne Modafferi, who lost to Montano via unanimous decision. Eubanks, 3-2, made her official UFC debut in June, defeating Lauren Murphy by unanimous decision at UFC Utica. During her stint on Tough 26, Eubanks claimed wins over Maya Stevenson, Deanna Bennett, and Modafferi. And, Sijara Eubanks has been wanting to fight Valentina, and she got her fight, but I just don't have a lot of confidence in Sijara really making the 125-pound limit by UFC 230. And I hope Dana White and Sean Shelby, Mark Maynard, they're just screwing up to me. I just don't know what they're doing. With Valentina's career. They should have at least maybe one or two flyweight fights happening, and a backup fighter, for this fight. And Valentina probably should have fought for an interim title back in July and then fight for the real title in Madison Square Garden. But, I don't know. And Nate Diaz and Dustin Poirier should be fighting for, a super lightweight belt. And, I don't know. And Alexander Gustafsson probably should have been fighting for an interim light heavyweight title. There's a lot of things they really could have done here to make MSG a great card. But now, MSG isn't going to be a great card. There's not going to be a lot of buzz because most people are not going to care about this fight. But, I'm happy that Valentina's fighting for the belt again. And she's a great fighter. And I have her winning by TKO or, submission or decision, for a 5-round fight, UFC 230. So, yeah. This is a one-sided fight, and I don't see any hype for this fight. But, yeah, happy for Valentina, I guess. And this is Brian J. signing off for now. And, fight's been made.